Hi, my name is Juliana M and I'm from Bogota, Colombia, and I'm 16 years old. Okay, so this video, I'm using it to talk about a topic that we used to neglect, to ignore, and I mean it's easy and it's normal to do this, to ignore this kinds of topics that require us to make a change in our daily lives or like that are really stressful for many of us. We tend to ignore it, and I get it because I've done it before. And it's the fact that our planet is ending. We're destroying our planet, and we think that our big companies that need to have a change in their actions, that the specialists of prestigious universities are the ones that are going to make a change. But it's really sad to see this because we rely on others to make the change that we should be doing. Because our every action impacts something greater. And I know we've heard like this phrase before in topics that are like good, that are defending like human rights or different kinds of topics that are positive. But we don't think it in a way that we see that we're harming others. In the negative aspects, we don't see that every small action is destroying us. And this is what we're doing with very small actions. Either way, it's contamination, it's neglect of our resources. We are destroying piece by piece our planet. And it breaks my heart because I live in one of the most biodiverse countries in the world, that is Colombia. It's beautiful. It has the most beautiful landscapes, and it breaks my heart to know that they're going to be gone. Maybe my kids, my grandchildren are not going to experience the beautiful sights that I see every day. It breaks my heart because I think of a future that some of us think as dystopian future, where all these beautiful things I see around me are gone. And it's sad because I want my kids to be happy and to be they have pride in the planet they were born in. And it's going to be very difficult if we keep neglecting our planet, because I know sometimes we can act lazy, or maybe we don't want to do these kinds of things because they bother us. But if we don't change our how we are thinking right now, maybe in some years there's not going to be a place where to be lazy or where to mind your own business. It's not fair. And it's clearly not fair for animals, because if I'm not right, this we didn't create Earth. Any religion you are from, or if you're skeptical or whatever, you know we didn't create this world. This world is not handmade. It's not made by a human. It's not made by us. We're just passing through. So what gives us the right to destroy this home, this beautiful home that has given us everything we need? It's like going to a friend's house and deciding to trash the place, to throw garbage there, to open the tap and just let the water go, or I don't know, burn it up. Why do we think we have the right to destroy this beautiful place that was given to us? Why? Why do we feel so entitled? Are running out of glaciers, or the poles are, I don't know. Everything we hear on the news every day, we hear it as something so big that our actions wouldn't budge the change. But it's not how we think it. I mean, let's see it in an example I heard from a teacher. An example I really liked that made me come to the conclusion of my actions. That is, if I'm throwing a plastic bottle every day in my yard for a year. At the end of the year, I'm going to have 365 bottles in my yard. And that's a lot by one person. Now picture the entire population of the world doing this. And maybe we're not throwing plastic bottles in our yard, but we are throwing different kinds of things to the floor, to our environment every single day of our lives. And it breaks my heart, as I've said before, because why are we going to be so selfish to not let the next generations see what we're seeing right now? Why are we so selfish with what we have? Why don't we want it to continue forever? So it might be words from a 16 years old, but I do have perspective, and I do know how my actions act on a very big issue. So maybe I'm not going to change the mind of everyone around me, but maybe if I change the perspective of one person, then it just could, it might, maybe not, change and create a chain like process. So I influence one person, that person influences one or two, and then the cycle continues. And maybe, just maybe, we can make a change for the world, the change that we so need right now. So that's my invitation, to take care of what we have come to appreciate, that is nature, and that we are not entitled to destroy. So I'm inviting you to make a change in your everyday actions. Either if it makes a change or not. You don't know. You don't know what your actions may lead to. So that's my invitation, and I hope one of you or some of you may take it into account for your life. Thank you.